Oh my gosh, you guys, welcome back to day 29 of Kegel Camp. I can't even believe it. Great job coming back day after day after day. If you're just joining me now for the first time, please go back and start with day 1. If you're ready, however, then let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to begin with speed skaters. This is a really fun move where we're stretching our pelvic floor. We're getting a little bit of impact, but not too much. And I want to show you how I'm sitting back. I'm really sitting back with my hips. I'm not forward with my knees, and my back is flat. So try not to round your spine. We don't want that. So keep going and keep breathing. This is just a dynamic warm-up for our pelvic floor, our inner thighs, and our whole core. Of course, you're having to keep your abs gently drawn in to support your back. Think of your core as like a seat belt that helps protect your spine. So nice and engaged, lifted and pulled in. Keep going. If you want more, of course, you can add in some arm work. You can just go down and down and down and down. Make it more of a speed skater move. Get more of a hop. And 3, 2, and 1, and done. Okay, come on up, shake out the legs, release and let it go. Breathe deeply. And our next move is going to involve some impact. So if it's too much for you, then just do something else. Maybe lift your pelvic floor and march in place. But if you're ready, lift your pelvic floor, do your Kegel, pull in your low abs so you're zipped up through the core. You're ready. We're gonna go hop, 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 hop. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like a little pogo stick. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Now, your pelvic floor is gently engaged the whole time. I'm going to join you from the side. We have just a few more. So lift it up and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Knees are soft. 1, 2, 3. It's a light bounce. One more each side. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, come up, release, let it go, let it go. Shake it out. Let the pelvic floor release. Maybe do some little soft kind of bouncy motions that can help. Maybe you do your drawing apart of the sitting bones. Maybe you just breathe deeply. Now, same idea, but it's like a little slalom. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Lift the pelvic floor and join me when you're ready, or choose a lower impact option. So lifted that pelvic floor and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep going, keep going. Now notice how my knees are soft the whole time. Notice also how my back is tall and lengthened. It's not rounded, okay? So keep going. You're probably starting to really breathe hard. I'm going to join in again. Lifted through the pelvic floor. Knees are soft. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Twisting at the waist. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Still lifted through your pelvic floor. One more each direction. And release. Let it go. So when you're just getting used to doing higher impact activities like this, you're going to have to keep your pelvic floor gently, actively engaged toward the beginning. Now, if you were to go on a marathon run, a marathon length run, I don't want you to keep your pelvic floor, actively engaged that whole run. That's when you're going to have worked up to that distance and that time and that impact, and you're going to really have incorporated that idea of the breathing and that beautiful interplay of the diaphragm and the pelvic floor. Go back to day 25 if you need to review that. But just know that I don't want you to think that you need to be, clenching your pelvic floor during a 26-mile run. Just know that we're doing it for now as we're getting you back into more high impact activities. Okay, let's go ahead and come down onto the floor, and I'm going to show you some more moves. Coming right down into our deep squat. So we've been doing this. Again, if you need to sit on the block or the step stool, you can. Otherwise, join me right away in this big, deep, beautiful squat. Inhale and reach your right arm up and exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, reach the left arm up, and exhale, hands at your heart. Now make sure again that you're lifted, lifted, lifted. And if you want to, if you feel strong and stable through the pelvic floor, if you feel ready, then you can place your hands in front of you or at your heart and lift the heels up off the ground 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. See how straight my back is. 3, not hunching. 2, and last one. Oh my goodness. Sit down on the ground and come into, through your side actually, roll through your side. We are gonna do a pelvic tilt and a mini crunch. So I want you to think about doing that pelvic tilt where you lift your pelvic floor and pull your belly button in toward your spine, and you do a tiny little crunch. Now, crunches are not for everyone. If you feel doming, tenting, or gapping of your abdominal area because you have a split, diastasis recti, this is not the move for you. Please go back to this exercise that we did a couple of times, where you activate your T-zone and you slide one foot along the ground and then the other. Go slow with that move. If you want more, then you are going to, either with hands here or hands behind your head, I'm gonna just do here. I want you to do your pelvic tilt as you crunch up. Now, this is not the be-all, end-all abdominal move. Not everyone has to do this. It's a classic kind of old school move, but I like it because it really activates the pelvic floor and the abdominals at the same time, the lower abs and the upper abs, the six-pack muscles. It's not right for everyone, but if it's right for you, it's a great way to really fire up those deep core muscles. Just a tiny little crunch up, and a lift of the pelvic floor, a pulling in, a hollowing out of those abdominals every single time. Exhaling every single time. That little pelvic tilt, and the little lift of the shoulders and head off the floor. Keep going, maybe 2 more, and last one, and release. Now, I hope that you could feel, go ahead and let your knees drop side to side and just open your pelvic floor. I hope you could feel that pelvic floor first, that pelvic floor activation as you did that pelvic tilt. That pelvic floor first part is key during your core work, like your ab moves, your abdominal strengtheners. Engage that pelvic floor first and pull in your low abs, and it's gonna keep you safe during your ab workouts. All right, our last move is one more round of bridges, so similar to what we did last time, but this time we're just gonna bring our feet under our knees and roll up through that pelvic tilt all the way up and do our hip circle bridges. So 10 times each direction. So lift and then lower, lift and then lower, circling on the wall in front of you and breathing steadily. 4 more. In this direction, 3, 2, and 1. Go the other way, reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Carefully set your spine down one vertebra at a time, like you're setting down a string of pearls, and then relax your pelvic floor. Today's routine really incorporated our Kegels into all of our functional exercises and moves. So we're not doing isolated Kegels today, but we will tomorrow. So definitely come back tomorrow. Push yourself up on an exhale. Come back tomorrow for our final day of Kegel Camp. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. If you happen to have a balloon handy that you can blow up, bring it tomorrow. Not today, but tomorrow. Until then, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter.